So, have you ever been in a situation where at the beginning of the month you have a lot, a big sum of money, and you think, okay, this month is going to be good. I'm going to save my money. I'm not going to overspend. And then when the month comes, the end of the month, you just realize you check your bank account, everything is gone. And this keeps occurring. It keeps recurring like every time, and you never know how this comes about. And you've never sat down to check, or you don't know how to solve it. Well, I have a good news for you because I also had that problem and I fixed it. Yes, I had a spending habit and I fixed it using three processes and a system. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. And my name is Salim, and if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. So, the first point is becoming aware of your subconscious mind and taking control over it. You see, as human beings, we just walk around and we just do whatever, letting our subconscious take control of us. Now, there are two aspects of you. There is your subconscious and your conscious. And your conscious is what you have control over. And your subconscious is something that's really, really embedded in you that you don't even know consciously, but it controls you. It's like when you are driving, it gets you some time. If you have experienced this, those of you who drive, when you are driving some time, right, your mind will be on the road for some time, and it gets to a certain point where you are not even concentrating on the road, or you might be thinking about something, but the car is still moving without you drifting to hit another car. That is your subconscious moving the car because you've driven that car for several times. It has been, embedded in your programming that you know how to do without even thinking about it. It's just like writing, it's just like brushing your teeth, it's just like your heart's beating. You don't have control of these things. You've done it so many times that your body is used to it. And that's what happens when you have money, and every time you go out, you have money, you spend it. Like you have money this month, and you go out and you spend, you buy this, you buy that, you buy this, you buy that. You've done that for a whole lot of years in your lifetime, right? You've done it so many times that you don't even know that it is now a part of you that if it doesn't get to do that, it doesn't feel comfortable. And you don't know why that happens, but it's your subconscious taking control of you and you don't know. And until you are aware of it, you always be a victim of it. So it's becoming aware of your subconscious, right? So for instance, for me, when I told my parents to cut me off and I had to feed for myself, so I went to get a job and every week they paid me. And the money was good. It was the money that I could spend for 2 weeks, right? But at the end of every week, I wasted the money. And I was like, bro, how am I spending all this money in a week? This money is supposed to last me for 2 weeks, and every end of the week, the money is finished, right? And then I became, as I was reading books and, my mind was opening up about you being aware of your subconscious, aspect of you. I started taking notice of how I buy things or when I'm buying things. So if I go to the grocery store and I want to buy water, right? I have the mind, okay, I'm thirsty, I'm going to buy water. And I see my hand taking the water. And after taking the water, I might be passing around, I will see candy or whatever. And I'll take like 3 of those candy. That wasn't my plan to buy the candy. But I've done this so many times that maybe when I was a kid, I wanted to buy something, I'll just go grab the candy. And I've done it so many times that now it's a part of me that I have to do. It's like a program. Okay, you bought this, buy the candy, right? And these small things that we buy is what sums up and takes all your money away. So when I became aware of it, that okay, if you want to go and buy water, look at your hands taking the water. You take the water, don't make sure this hand go away. Like move, keep it here, go to the cashier, pay, and leave. And once I became aware and I was doing this at the end of every week, it took me months. Even though I was aware, it's difficult to kill your old self. It's very difficult, and that's your subconscious. When you're trying to change, it's very difficult. So it took me months, and I had a tracking system, right? I had a tracking system of how I did a week. So at the end of this week, I'll write how much amount of money that was left, and that's what I did. And maybe this week it will be good, the next it will be bad. And that's how I tracked it. But after a month and a half, I became good. Now I have money that I can save, and I'm not, a slave to my desire. And that's the second point. We are slaves to our desires. And if you want to be in control of yourself, there's three things you have to be in control of: your mind, your heart, and your stomach. Your mind is your thoughts. When you're in control of your thoughts, your heart is your emotions, and your stomach is your desires. And most of our spending habits comes from our stomach, our desires. Food, sex, it all comes from here. So either you want to impress a girl and you know you don't have money, but you spend it just because you want to feed your desire of having sex, you go and spend that money. And if you are not control of how to use these desires in your own benefit, it will use you, and you always fall a victim to it. So all these things I'm talking about, when you don't have awareness of yourself, you always spend your money and don't know where it comes from. So you have to be aware of every action that you do. That's how you save your money. We've always gone to school and they tell us, when you make money, save the money. But no one is going to tell you about your desires and, not being aware of how you spend your money. And a lot of people are in this and they don't even know why. They don't know they have this part of them that has done a lot of spending for their past life. Not past life. The past years, it's now a part of them that they have to do regardless. Even if they don't want to do it, they have to do it because that's who they are at the current moment. And they don't know they have to kill that person to become something better. So I'm going to challenge you guys. Anyone that's seen this video, I want you to take a challenge upon yourself. And from today, after watching this video, starting tomorrow, I want you to be aware of everything that you buy. Every single thing. When you go to buy something, be aware of your hand taking it and seeing the amount of money that you spend. If you want to go and buy something, make it a conscious effort to go there and just take what you have. And when you see yourself drifting, going to take something that is not what you wanted, but it's your desires calling you to go out for it, become aware. Make sure you train yourself to become aware of these things so you don't allow your money to go. It goes with the desires. And that's what I have for you guys today. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.